Good morning students. Today we are going to learn about status of women in India through the ages. Basically in this topic we are going to learn about how women were there in ancient period and how women were struggling in those days and who are all the leaders who fought for the women's rights in India. Like Raja Ram Mohan Rai, who fought for the Sati in 1829. Vidyasagar, who fought for the improvement of widow remarriage under Act of 1856. The period of women was not uniform in all periods. But nowadays, women plays a vital role in our society. Before going to the topic, let us have the interactive section. I'll be showing the pictures. Guess who are all there. First picture. I hope the picture may visible for you. Guess who is she? She is a Dr. Muthulakshmi Ammayar. She was one of the women who fought for the women's rights in India. Second picture. Guess who is he? Yes, he is a Raja Ram Mohan Rai who fought for the Sati in 1829. Third picture. This picture may familiar to all of you. I hope. Yes, he is a Periyar. Fourth picture. He is a Vidyasagar who fought for the improvement of widow remarriage in 1856. So, these are all the people who fought for the women's rights in India. Next is the position of women. There are three periods. First one is ancient period, second one is medieval period, third one is British period. I repeat, the position of women, there are three periods. First one is ancient period, second one is medieval period, third one is British period. Let us see one by one. First one is ancient period. In ancient period, for all the things, women were treated equally and they have given equal rights. In ancient Hindu civilization of India, the evidence shows that worship of Mother Goddess. In Rig Vedic period, women position was high and they were treated equal to the men. They can participate in all ritual activities and they can take decision making and they can participate in all other activities. But in later Vedic period comes the situation of women were letting down, like they must not join in function and ritual activities, they must not participate in decision making and other social events. Like this, many rules have been come and the education of women were mocked. So the situation of women were letting down in this period. So the ancient period. So now we have seen ancient period. Let's move on to second one, medieval period. In this medieval period, they were facing many social evils like sati, child marriage, female infanticide, and slaveries. Sati means woman. If a woman husband dies, uh, they used to die. The woman used to die along with the husband. Child marriage means the getting girl child, girl child in earlier marriages. Female infanticide means if a girl baby borns in a family, they used to kill that girl babies, and women were treated as a slaveries. The fact says that the first ruler for taking action against the sati was Mughal ruler Akbar. Basically, monopoly was taken place, but in rural, but in rich people, people have polygamy. And Devadasi system was in practice in some of the India in medieval period, and also in medieval period female education was informal, and very little attention was given to female education. These are all the activities done in medieval period, and in medieval period widow remarriage raised in this period. So overall we have seen ancient period and medieval period. Last one is British period. Let's move on to British period. So, in this British period, the first women education was brought up by the Christian missionaries, and the female juvenile society was started in 1819 in Kolkata. First women's school was introduced by J.E.D. Bituner in 1849, and in this British period, the Indian Women University was started by D.K. Kavyan in 1916, and in this same year 1916 Lady Medical College in Delhi also started. And in India, Education Commission of 1882 recommended to start primary schools for girls and teacher training under this commission. So, the British, in this British period, all the women were coming out from the social evils like sati, child marriage, female infanticides, and slaveries, and they were raising for their rights and visions. Today we have learnt about, so we have covered uh, the positions of women. In this positions of women, we have seen three positions. First one is ancient period, second one is medieval period, and third one is British period. Guess, can you see this picture? And guess who is she? I hope many of you might not know this. She is the first woman pilot in India, and the first lawyer in India is she. So, thank you guys. Have a nice day. We'll see in another topic. Thank you girls.